My name is Alex and I've been squatting for about 5 years now. I initially got into it out of necessity. I was homeless and jobless and squatting was a way to secure a roof in my head. Over time I learned that squatting wasn't just about survival, it became more organised and structured. There's a whole network of squatters out there. We share information about properties that are likely to be vacant. It's not random or chaotic as people might think. It's more widespread than most people realise. There's squatter communities in most major cities in the UK.
How do you identify potential properties to squat?
We look for something like overgrown lawn, accumulation of mail, or no signs of regular activity. Sometimes we have contacts who provide tips about properties that are likely to be vacant. If a property looks abandoned, it's an invitation for squatters. Once we're in, it becomes much harder to get us out. The key is to make it look occupied as soon as possible. This might involve changing the locks, cleaning up, setting up utilities.
You mentioned changing locks. Isn't that illegal?
Technically, yes. Residential squatting has been criminalised, but commercial properties are still somewhat of a legal loophole. About knowing the legal system and using it to our advantage.
How do you deal with property owners when they discover you're squatting in their property?
It varies. Sometimes property owners are understanding, especially if the building was truly abandoned. Other times they try to evict us immediately. But if it comes to legal action, we are prepared to defend our cases in court, often drawing out the process for as long as possible.
What would you say to property owners who are concerned about squatters?
They need to be vigilant, regularly check on their properties, ensure they are secure and make them look occupied, even if they aren't.
What do you see as the future of squatting in the UK?
It's a symptom of larger issues like homelessness and property speculation. Unless those root causes are addressed, squatting will remain a reality.
What do you think of property guardians?
It's an interesting question. I mean, personally, I have nothing against them, but they can be a massive nuisance to squatters. Once a building secure the guardians, there's no way for us to get in. Although, having said that, I suppose there is some common ground. At the end of the day, we're both after affordable housing. They just operate well within the law, whereas we're happy to push the legal boundaries.
I hope this sheds light on why we do what we do and encourage property owners to take action to protect their properties.